Hey, Yetta, now we can save money that we're doing most things on Zoom.
What do you mean?
Well, we don't need to buy pants, do we?
I think we do.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
So we're thrilled, actually, that we've been able to create for you free access to over 587 Life's Inside Track episodes, where we not only share insider tips about real estate, but also market updates, how to make house home, building wealth, and really just how to make the most out of what we're up to in the world. And the great news is you get access to them from home, from the office, or on the go. So we're going to consider in this episode or this segment, really, if we're working from home, is saving money building wealth?
Well, it can be, depending on what you spend that money you saved on.
Because if you spend it on something else, then maybe it's not.
Well, it's something else that goes down in value? No.
Okay. So what could we save money on whether we're working a hybrid? And even for us, we're not putting the same miles on our car as a realtor that we used to. There's a couple of reasons.
Mostly technology.
That's what I was going to say. The biggest thing is technology. Now we may look at 50 houses online, but go see 1, 2, or 3, versus in the past, we would probably have gone to see 30 or 40 because you had to do so much reading between the lines. And so now we have virtual tours on just about every property, videos, floor plans, loads of photos. I mean,
Google Street, Google View, Google
the map from the top.
Yeah, you can see so many things.
So you can rule out even the homes that look spectacular in the photos, do these extra few steps, and you can rule out home after home after home. And so we're saving money on gas. We're not driving as much. And you may find that even though you don't have a sales job per se where you're driving out to clients, maybe technology is still causing you, though, to do some things like not go to meetings, not have to drive into the office every day.
Yeah. I mean, your car is 10 years old now?
Yeah, it's 10 years old.
What's it got? Like 180,000 kilometers? And in the past, we would have been like over 300 and we would have been saying, oh, it's time to get rid of this car. It's maybe not reliable enough, but now it's still a very reliable car.
Yeah, it still works great. And so maybe you're finding the same thing, or maybe between the two of you, if there's 2 of you in the household that are working out of home, maybe you're alternate days, or maybe one drops off the other and you can get down to 1 car.
Sometimes.
Right?
Sometimes both people are working from home. That can create a really good dynamic, can't it?
Well, as long as you have
been there, done that with you, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. And so as long as we had separate spaces, nobody got hurt in the making of our business.
Nobody's ever been hurt in the making of this show either. That's a good thing.
That's a very good thing. And so what else can we do to save money besides, we said clothes. And yes, we still have to wear bottoms. You can't go on Zoom. And I bet you've heard stories too. We've heard stories from several clients where someone was on their Zoom screen, forgot that they weren't wearing the bottom half, or they were wearing pajama bottoms for the bottom half.
Yeah, or shorts. They got a jacket and tie and a pair of shorts. Now, if you're in a tropical location, they have suits with shorts.
I know, but that's not so typical in the Ottawa market.
No.
Or the Ottawa area. So what are those things you can save on that you don't need as much of? Now, I would say my clothing costs didn't really go down because I still felt I wanted to be fully dressed up every single day, not just dressed up the same way I would if I was going out every day.
I think that's an important piece for psychologically, even if nobody's going to see you, to get dressed for work every day that you work.
Yeah, it certainly made a difference for me. I have a very different mentality when I'm talking to clients if I'm in loungewear versus I'm in professional wear.
I'm laughing because you're virtually never in loungewear.
Well, at 9:00 on a Saturday night, you might find me in loungewear.
Oh, yes. After working hours.
Yeah.
For sure. Although the odd time we have to work later because we're in the midst of something. Yeah.
Right.
But I think there are cost savings and to build the wealth, it's what do you do with those cost savings? Like, do you take that money that you're no longer spending and do you take continuing ed?
Continuing education.
Yeah. Do you get a night course, you decide to get your university degree or finish the degree that you never did or upgrade your degree or whatever it is, or maybe it's just a specialized skill or information that you can learn that makes you highly valuable in the workplace.
Even more than you currently were because you've up-leveled.
Yes.
I love up-leveling.
You love up-leveling?
I do.
What are we going to up-level today on the show?
What are we going to up-level? We're actually going to up-level that we have been remiss, even negligent, in inviting you to email us at together@deckerteam.com and say, keep me updated, Deckers. Hey, Decker team, keep me updated. We have insights that we send out around the real estate market and the market, what it's doing, as well as how to make your house home, like how to make the most out of it, how to maintain it, how to do stuff with your house so that you keep the value. Because if you keep the value up, you're actually increasing your equity in the house. If you don't do things, you're destroying it.
Yeah,
So,
and that's going to come out as an email form once a month. But it's not like an email with like 8,000 words on it.
No.
It's got pictures. It's got links. You could even find links to different shows that might really interest you that maybe you didn't hear on the radio or maybe you didn't see a connection to it. And then they're there and you can decide whether you want to click on the link and watch the 9-minute video.
Right. And we used to do it monthly, and now we're doing it weekly this year, starting in 2023. So if you aren't getting them or you are getting them, be looking for them every week. If you want to get them, just send us an email together@deckerteam.com because we have been negligent in keeping you connected.
Yeah. So what else could you save money on? Or you know, I think
eating out. I think
that's a big
when
one.
we're not going to the office, there's coffees. Like I think our latte factor, as long as I can keep you out of the shops, our latte factor, he doesn't drink coffee, but he does like to snack on food when he's out. And so
really?
Yeah.
I like to have food with my meals.
Well, I do occasionally,
and if I don't plan to bring it with me when I go to work, then I get hungry and then I'll order lunch.
And always not the best food. I don't know
lunch
if you've
is not
noticed that.
cheap anymore. Like lunch is over $20.
Yes. So we can save by not spending. I mean, I think that's the primary
Well, that's how we
point
build
of
wealth.
this showing. Yeah.
By not spending on things that disappear.
Right.
And then saving that money and then investing that in either ourselves. Maybe it's investing in a coach. Maybe it's investing in a trainer for physicality.
And dare we say, even investing in real estate.
Oh, that's the best optimum thing to do, I think.
Well,
but then I'm a little biased.
You are a little biased. And so really just figuring out what can you invest in versus what can you spend on is really, when you have savings, how can you take the savings and invest versus spend?
And Yetta says, make a plan quickly to implement an insight or risk losing that insight forever. So thanks for the privilege of being able to grow alongside you because we're passionate about everyone being positioned for generational legacy.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.